right. Yes, I can see you, and I can see your table. Good. If you check out in your laptop, you will need to zoom in just a little bit. Okay, that looks great, I guess. That's great. Okay. Okay. I think I can still read it. You're showing me a homework, I guess.
Yeah, this is homework. I have some questions I want to ask you about this.
Okay.
So let me
Uh,
just go to the gem box first.
Correct. If those are short questions, you can ask them immediately. Um, you're not in yet. Okay. Testing. Tristan, your
Yes.
video is, oh no, I thought your video is frozen. All right. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
just not moving. Hold on. One
right.
last button. Ah, shit, where's my Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm in.
All right.
Okay. Now the first question I want to ask is um, here, this question. This one.
Okay. All right. So the camera is not very good, so I'll try to copy. Yeah.
Bapakku sampai bilang besok-besok tuh kalau pulang ya, terus jangan minum air rumah ya. Tuh beliin aja air aqua atau air apalah. Jangan minum dari air
Oh,
rumah atau
yeah, wait.
pengen tahu ya.
Okay, so I take it that you have the prime factorization of 400, yeah?
No,
Um,
don't have that.
no,
Ya,
you do. It's
oh,
above 2 power 4, 5
Oh,
power. You do, you do.
oh yeah, it's over here.
Right. Yeah. I can see that your teacher is teaching you that method lah. Just
Yeah,
remember
that,
that the tree is also fine, yeah? The tree I taught you, yeah?
yeah,
So
another tree.
just to refresh you that I think this is easier. This is 10 squared, this is 2 squared, times 5 squared, this is 2 squared. Anyway, your answer is correct. Now, C is an application. So let's see how they do it, yeah? Keston, I can see you. I'm just waiting for your video to turn on first. Okay, so he wants a perfect cube. A and B are both prime numbers. They're making it slightly complicated, but nothing complicated at all. He's just saying that I get to times A and I get to divide B. That's basically what he's saying. Back then, when you learn something like this, 400A or 400 divided by B. So A will mean I get to put in more. I get to put more. This one I get to remove. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay. Now look at 2 power 4. Is 2 power 4 a how to say a cube, a perfect cube?
2 power 4, no.
Okay. So we have a problem. Ding dong, ding dong. And then 5 power 2 is also not a cube, right? Keeping
Mm-hmm.
it simple lah. So now think about the 4. Your target should be what? For
Three,
perfect cube, you can change
three.
the 4 into 2 options. What would that be?
Um, 2 by power of 3.
Or 2 by the power of 6, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you can, I mean, you have an option, I guess, I will just say. And then 5, I guess you can actually reduce it to 0, by the way, like power 0.
Yeah.
So like it's gone entirely, none, therefore no problem. Or you can go for 3. Lah. Okay. So look at that. If I aim for 3, this involves removal. This guy is removal. Okay. This guy is also a removal. If I go for 6 here, that will be, adding in or putting things more. And power 3 also here, I will be putting things more, which is here for putting things more, and this for removal. I'm giving you a lot of hints right now. Are you getting it?
Yeah. I'm kind of.
Right. Then what do you want to put in and what do you want to remove? Let's see. All right, Keston, I can see your video. All right. Tell me when you're ready, because you're muted, Keston.
I'm ready.
All right. Okay, Keston. Okay, wait, wait, I gotta put in my headset, yeah. Okay, so I can hear you better. Wait, dum, dum. Okay, last week, Keston, I told you that we will start with the remembering the reaction map. Please take a paper. I'm going to ask you to not look at your previous Jamboard at all. Okay. I acknowledge that you haven't tried to review it, you haven't tried to remember it. That's fine. I want you to really recall it from your memory. Write on the paper whatever is correct, we'll check out, and whatever is wrong, we'll how do you say, we'll fix it together. Okay. So ready or not, please draw the reaction map as best as you can. Okay, don't worry about making mistakes. You should be making mistakes, but you should be making a lot more correct things. Right. Tristan, I cannot follow your working. It's a bit, if you put
Sorry.
it up a bit. Yeah, okay, nice. Okay. So you're saying that adding 5 will be great and then removing 2 will be great, lah, basically. And I think that's the smallest or the least effort we can do, no? Which I think is great. Okay. I think you understand. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have next question.
Next question.
Mhm.
This question.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay, I might as well copy it. Keston, since I cannot see it, yeah, because it's pencil, you tell me when you're done, yeah. Okay. Cannot see it very well. I can only see that you're drawing some structural map, which is great, That's a very good start. And you are drawing it quite well. Except that once, no, that's fine, I thought 1C you make a 5, and that's fine. Okay, so I'm in the next Jamboard. Yeah, Tristan. Sure. So you suspect that this is LCM or HCF. You seems like you suspect that it's LCM, lah, right?
Yeah.
Seems fine to me. So I'm just checking everything here first, and then this makes it a little bit hard, but okay, I can see it, and I think that's
That's
fine. I
great.
can see it. Okay, so I think 5 to 5 minutes is great, lah. So far we're in agreement here, right?
Yeah. Okay.
How long will it take for them to troll again, right? So, I see a slight disagreement only, right? I have a slight disagreement with you, lah. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I've already checked everything, right? I'm telling you that I think this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great. So I'm already hinting you that there is a mistake. Okay, and I'm hoping that you can see your mistake yourself. I'm already basically telling you where the mistake is.
The 3 and the 5 power 2.
3 and 5. No. I think that's correct. I think that's correct. I think that's correct. That seems fine to me.
Oh, I must convert the 5 to 5 minutes to hours and minutes.
Uh-oh. You better read the question again. Okay, now that's a little bit
Now,
concerning.
how long will it take for them to twirl again?
No, read the question from the start. You're missing something very important.
All 8 twirls once every 15, doll B twirls every 25, doll C twirls every 35.
You still don't get it.
Oh, doll A twirls once, then the rest twirls every 25 seconds, twirls at 35 seconds. Oh, so like once, then every, and at.
Oh, you're missing the most important. Uh-oh.
They are twirling together now. How long will it take for them to twirl together again? Hmm.
Read the question and then the final answer. Your final answer. You're reading the question and now you're reading the final answer. Do you notice any differences?
If they are twirling together now, how long will it take for them to twirl together again? So like the duration,
Yeah,
not like the end time.
it's fine. No, it's fine. Your final answer is, read your final answer.
5 to 5 minutes, or it should not be 5 to 5 minutes.
What should it be then?
5 to 5 divided by 60.
Uh-oh. No. Okay. Let's not spend time here. Okay. So 15 seconds, 25 seconds, 35 seconds, their LCM should be 5 to 5 seconds. Why would it be minutes?
Oh, the unit. Ah,
The unit, yeah, you decided minute kind of randomly, really randomly. Because it was originally 15 seconds, so you get it like it must be.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Keston, I am seeing more details, right? Okay. I'm seeing more
What
details.
else?
But tell me if you are stopping, yeah, because I'm getting more detail, but definitely there's a lot, there's other details that you could fill in, definitely. Even the UV is there, good. Yeah. Okay, which one? Tristan.
This one, question 9. So the both.
Okay, now you tell me what's the problem here.
Mary has 140 pencils, 112 erasers, and 280 notebooks to
Oh,
pack
no.
into an
Tell me what's the problem. No, tell me what's the problem. What do you think is the problem?
like I'm just not sure whether this is the answer or not, whether it's like HCF or LCM.
Right. So I can teach. I did teach you that you consider both first, right? You consider both. Maybe there's an LCM here, and then the numbers will be bigger, lah, right? Will be
Yeah.
bigger than the original. So does it make sense in this situation if the gift pack is bigger than 140, 112, and 280?
No, not really.
Okay. So logically, you rule out LCM, which is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have doubt with 28. You're right, because I did teach you something about 28. Okay. I want you to think about 28 and a few more numbers, right? Again, I teach you that, 140 divided by 28, it'll be 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 112 divided by 20, I believe is going to be 4. And then 280 divided by 20 will be 10. So currently, you already rule out LCM. HCF must be part of the answer. It must be. It's just a matter of, is it going to be 28 or 5 or 4 or 10? If all this number, 28, 5, 4, 10, makes sense, then you know that you're correct. So you got to use a lot of logic here. So you tell me, if 28 is the number of gift pack, let's say that's true, what is 5, what is 4, and what is 10? How does that make sense?
5 is the number of pencils in each pack. 4 is number of
Okay,
erasers in each
okay,
pack, and 10 is
okay.
number of notebooks in each pack.
Now, if you are correct at your logic, that means your A and your B are both correct, lah.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm trying to not tell you that you're correct. I'm trying to ask you, if you think about it like that, do you think you're correct?
I mean, it says the greatest number, so maybe I have to like round up a number or something.
No. The greatest number of gift pack refers to the highest common factor. Which is to say, if I can make it 28 packs, I can also
Mhm.
make it only 14 packs. Only. I
Oh
can also
yeah,
make it only 7 packs. But that means each pack is bigger, but I have less packs. So
yeah.
greatest
Less
number of git pack
combinations.
means the pack must be very small, right? The smallest possible. So I have a lot more packs. That's what it means. Was that your
Oh,
doubt? Was that your doubt?
yeah. Because I feel like 28 was not really that like reasonable.
28 seems reasonable, right? You have 5 pencil, 4 eraser, 10 notebook. If you go, you cannot go even smaller than that, the pack itself. You cannot.
Yeah.
Because you
Okay.
cannot divide 5, you cannot divide. There's a problem with the 5 lah. You cannot divide 5. So you know that
Mhm.
that's the smallest pack you can squeeze lah. So,
Yeah.
okay,
So
good.
28
Good
is the
cancel.
correct answer.
If I don't say yes or no, will you be still in doubt?
Not really. Not
Okay,
anymore.
then feel free. Then feel free. Okay,
Okay.
feel free to be
So,
confident lah. To figure, right? Keston, sorry, you're saying? Oh, sorry, Keston, did you say anything? Sorry.
No,
Oh, okay. So just to confirm that you're still thinking.
I think right finish already.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a picture of the Jamboard. Okay, Tristan, at this point, you're gonna help me and put your questions in only lah. Easier, right?
yeah.
Okay, while
Okay.
waiting lah. So never wait, right? Do something useful. Keston, I am in your Jamboard. You are also in the. Okay, I'm creating a new page, right? Okay. Sorry, Keston, you're saying?
How do I put from over here and screenshot it to there? Maybe we can like
If you
send
have a
it to yourself.
laptop, if you have a, so don't use your phone, right, Tristan, use your laptop or something. And then in your laptop, there must be some sort of a, in your laptop, you just open the Zoom and pin your video, lah, right? Open the Zoom, pin your video, and
Yeah.
then you
Oh yeah, I
screenshot
can
your
like
own
that.
laptop and, and put it in the Jamboard, lah. Use Control C, Control V, like that. If you have a problem, please tell me, okay? It's supposed
Window,
to be easy.
delete.
Okay, so Keston, I'm just checking everything. So cracking has some details that you want, but the details will be given by your teacher. So great so far, right? Cracking, so the arrow is correct. The plus H2, this is plus H2, right? Is correct. Okay, everything here is correct. Yeah, there's no five-handed C. Yeah, there's no five-handed C. I'm missing an arrow here, I believe. So you gotta. Keston, use a different color pen and add this arrow lah. Add this arrow. I'll make it clear. So what you're missing from your paper, you add using a different color. Okay, and then I would like to see a result of that. That you're missing that. If you could add that, please do so. Right? Different color pen, yeah, so that you know what you're missing. This is great. So this acid and base reaction is excellent, but a result will be great. Just a good revision, right? The arrow is also missing, so that's not good. Here there are two arrows, which is also not good, and the result will also be very useful very soon. The arrow here is great. So Tristan, do you have problem putting in your question?
Nope, not anymore. This
All right. Sorry, are you done putting in the question? Sorry, is it done?
no, not yet. Hold on.
Okay, I'm just following. What did you put? Okay, but okay, I haven't seen any new thing yet, so you tell me if you have a problem. Good question. So the sugar, I need to see something. And then there's a name for this. Do you know what the name of the process is? Other than that, I'm very happy with your reaction. Okay, you're not missing too much, I feel, right? Feel that you're getting most of it. So, nice fermentation, nice. Oh, yeah. As in, I want you to draw the result. Don't just say result. No, I want you to draw the result, please. Right? Okay. The structural drawing of the result. Okay, your ester bond is great lah. Yeah, like you draw your ester bond. I want you to draw the acid-base result and the substitution result.
Wait, Philip, how do I
Yes,
screenshot
Tristan, yes.
again? How do I screenshot again?
Again, let me confirm you're using Windows.
Yeah, I'm using Windows.
So the Windows button, the four square button, right? Windows button, Shift button, and S. Let's give it a try.
Oh,
Okay, does it work? You can
Shift
crop
S
immediately, which is a
Windows.
great thing. Okay,
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
okay. So you should be pinning your video first to make it big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keston, do you forget the result for both?
For SC and base, is there a
Mhm.
specific like base that I need to use?
Up to you. You can decide on a base, but make sure the result is according to that base. As for the substitution, there's very specific thing you should be reacting. So I didn't see that also. So I want to see that if possible. They'll just be reacting it with any kind of base. So I mean, whatever, just choose one for now, right? You'll see it in exam. Okay, should have no problem. Okay, good, Tristan. I'm seeing a screenshot and the screenshot looks good. Okay. So Tristan, just to confirm that there is no problem screenshotting.
Yeah, there's no problem.
Good, good. Now
Just
this is
don't know
one
what the button was.
question. I can see it quite clearly. Okay. Is there any other question that you want to put in?
After this, I don't think so. No.
All right, all right. So then, okay, Keston, so far so good. Okay, never mind. I want to see the drawing, but this is fine also. The acid and base is fine. Yes, Keston?
For substitution, is just the chlorine, right?
It is going to react with Cl2, yes, and I need to see some drawing of the result, the structural result, the structural result. Okay, so Tristan, this is the word problem again, right? So you decide that this will be an LCM, right? Well, would you believe it? Oh wait, no. You make the correct answer. No, you did it correctly. It's a minute. That's great. Great. Your thing is fine. Right, great. And then your 5 is great. It's fine, sounds fine. Okay, it looks good to me. So what's your question here?
Like, I'm not sure whether this is the correct one. Because I also unsure whether it's LCM or HCF. I just need to ask to like clarify.
Wait. And I will give you something better. I will not give you my answer. I'll give you a way to think about it. So tell me the HCF is in this case?
HCF is 2 times just 2. Just 2.
2, right? Okay, 2, which is again smaller than 6, 8, and 10, right? Smaller than 6 and 10.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Does 2
No.
make sense in any?
No,
Okay,
it doesn't. Yeah, okay.
That's how you deal with it, Tristan. If you lay it out in front of you, you will immediately know one because you are a thinking person. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you deal with it in exam. All right, so Keston, let me ask you, why did you put the CL there, the placement of the CL? Why?
I anyhow choose.
And you are correct because it's random. You are correct. When you say you anyhow, mean it doesn't matter where, it'll be random. Second question, can it be repeated? The result, you already have a one CL coming in. Can you have another CL coming in? Cannot.
Then
Yes, you will see that sometimes done in exam. If you want to write that down, go ahead. Okay, so last thing for you, the most detail-oriented one is the process of cracking. I want you to write down an example of a cracking process. If you don't remember, I'll revise with you. But if you remember something, start with something and crack it. You should not crack a 3C. A 3C is too short. You should crack something longer.
how many
Crack it, please. That's up to you. Maybe longer than 5. Maybe that's better. So, Tristan, you have nothing else to clarify. Am I correct?
Yeah, I have nothing else.
No, I like you doing all the, the word questions, yeah. And I think this is part of the exam coming soon, right?
Yeah, I probably
If I'm not miss, I thought there's another topic for exam. No,
no,
nothing.
I don't think so.
So the exam is only HCF and LCM, really?
No, definitely not. I'm pretty sure there's negative numbers in there. There's
Right,
some
right.
I think so. Should be there. And then maybe
Because
like
right now,
Rounding up.
Rounding up, estimation, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that
So
kind of thing.
because right now you should be covering negative number, the estimation, the rounding up, and also you should be doing that right now. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That's cool. Then how come your homework is only HCM, LCM? It's because it feels like, hey, how come there's a revision instead of a real homework, something like that?
Well, that's because those are the questions I need to ask. You see, there are actually some negative numbers over here.
Oh, you already did all of the
Yeah, I did everything else already.
that's fine. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan, then you have some options lah. Now, what do you want to do right now? Yeah, you're in a very good position.
Yeah. Let's do this one.
So, what is that? A topic.
Next
What is that? Is that a textbook? No.
one. No, this is like the.
Oh, your hard question. Your hard question thing. Should we do that? Because I don't think you have any problem.
Oh wait, remember didn't you say like you gave me some homework
And then?
or something? Yeah, I think so. Like these 3 questions.
Yeah, only three. Have you checked the answer? Because this one, like it or not, you have to do that. Okay, just check that for now. Okay, Keston, I'm seeing you're cracking. You randomly crack there. Is that correct or not? You randomly crack at that place. Is that the correct concept?
I thought you don't know where it cracks.
Not you don't know. It will happen randomly one. You're correct, though. The position of the cracking is random. So far so good lah. You're correct. The result is also random. You will get you're saying, Keston? Okay, right. Yeah. So you got a 3 possibility also. Even after the position is random, you have a 3 random combination, and that's what I want to look at. So is it correct, Kristen? Tristan, tell me what you want. You're looking at. You're going forward, which I
think I'm just
like.
gonna do like approximation stuff.
Sure. Let me see your approximation skill just to make sure that it is okay lah. Maybe you screenshot for me question 2, 3, 4 lah. Maybe lah. I guess.
I can only fit that much. Plus
Skip one. Skip number 1.
skipping one.
Yeah. So yeah, I especially like 3 and 4. So you do 2, 3, 4 lah. Okay. Let me see your skill. If your skill is intact from primary, you don't need to do much lah. Okay, Keston, your result is, okay, I'm going to put this in Jamboard. Okay, this should be our last discussion before we try an exam paper.
So
Okay, so the next page, Keston, I don't think we have. Okay, so all the C5 and the C1 is certainly correct one. That's okay. The issue is what happened after. So you're cracking a C6H, how many? Tell me. Remember the trend? Times 2 plus 2, 14. Right? Which is 14. Okay, so based on 14, your 10 and 4 looks correct. So I'll just say that this is your alkene and this is your alkane, which looks great. Your first option seems fine. Now let's check out the second one. This is an alkene, this is the alkene one. We're talking about this alkene. So your second one will be correct, except that CH2 does not exist. That's the problem. That's the only problem. Your logic seems correct, but CH2 does not exist. Do you understand what I'm saying? If not, you must say it right.
How come CH2 doesn't exist?
Okay, now by right, CH2 is you mean an alkene, right? Some guy with a double bond, correct or not? That's what you mean. Now I challenge you to make CH2 using the chemistry kit. Okay, I want you to remember this. Right? Make it, please. Make it so. Okay, if possible, please make it. Then you will remember something.
Are you can't.
I'm sorry, Keston?
Won't there be like 2 missing parts on the carbon?
Even worse, is it possible to double bond with 1 C? Even worse. That's the greater issue, isn't it? You're supposed to have a double bond. Is it possible to double bond with 1 C? Just make sure that it is possible or not using the kit. Good. Good. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, Gaston, take your time before you arrive at your decision, right? Take your time. Is
Come
it
on.
possible? Can you double bond with 1C? Again, can you double bond with 1C?
No.
Correct. I mean, the most is you can double bond with another O or another C lah, which both does not exist here. Lor. You cannot double bond with H, ma. Correct or not? You
Yeah.
cannot. That's part of the issue. So are you convinced, because I'm not explaining to you, are you convinced that CH2 cannot exist? What happened to the, wait,
Yeah.
Tristan, what happened to the, okay, then
Because I didn't put the
your,
answer down. Let me put the answer down.
oh, sorry, yeah, okay, sure thing. Yeah, I already checked. You can check by yourself, Tristan, but I think you are quite okay lah. Just check by
Okay,
yourself.
moving on. Next one.
No, check first, check first. Still check by yourself. It's just a good habit. Okay, because you're flipping between answer keys is a bit slower. So I want you to put a pen on the answer key. Then you don't have to flip too much. Okay,
Okay.
the easy flip. Okay, so Caston, your middle option is correct logically. Just for the reason of C2 doesn't exist, it shouldn't be here. But for any other reason, for any other scenario, it should be there. Clear, yeah, Caston? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, thinking correct, just missing something, right? So now look at option number 3, which is by right supposed to be there also. By right supposed to be there. Now, what do you think about option 3 now?
Cannot.
Cannot also, but it's because of CH2, not because you are thinking too wrong. You're thinking in the right direction. Okay. Now, Keston, do you feel comfortable? You feel better if you are going to do it with another example? Maybe you crack it here. Would you feel better or you're okay already?
Okay already.
Good. Okay, that will be the revision. Now, Keston, we can move to the next level if you have no objection. Do you want to clarify anything from school, for example?
No.
Okay, good, Tristan. Okay, now the next step is we try a few OChem questions, because what I promise you is that you can now understand and answer most of the OChem questions. That's the promise. Let's see whether that's true or not. After that, we can start to work on exams again, right? Which is the original goal of this lesson. So we are left with one more step before we can do the whole exam. So Gaston, I hope you still remember I shared with you the Google Drive. You're going to take some random OChem question. Spotting those questions are part of the exercise. Spot them, put them in. Okay, I'll discuss with you through the chat. Okay, so this time the estimate one. Have your teacher taught you the estimation question?
I'm pretty sure I haven't gone here.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. No, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't worry. Let me copy. Let me copy. Let me copy. Okay, because I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. It's always good to get a little bit ahead of class, right? So that when your teacher teach, you understand it. So there'll be two types. There'll be two types of estimation question. Okay, all involve some sort of rounding up. Okay, so by right, a question should say something like this: calculator or no calculator.
Calculator.
Okay, calculator. Which, to be fair, if the questions don't say no calculator, then must be calculator. But there is another problem that the question doesn't say. He doesn't say how many SF. How many SF or how many decimal place. So what do? You assume that it is 3 SF because they never say. Understand?
Yeah, my teacher told me that the 3SF is just like the base one.
Yeah. So if there is no detail, then it must be 3 SF, something like that. Okay. So if you know that, good. So what is left is for you to punch some calculator and you should be done. Then I want to teach you something harder because that is not difficult.
Wait, oh, that means this one, I think I've gone through this because I remember using or not using a calculator. I remember using the 3SF
Yeah.
thing. Like,
okay. Then just do one and just check your answer key, just to make sure that you're on speed, right? So what is this one? 1, 3 SF? This should be.
1, 2, 2, 1.
Yeah, but 3 SF, no.
119.221.
3
Is
SF.
it?
3
Yeah.
SF. 3 SF.
The
That's
calculator
not 3
shows me
SF.
3SF.
That's not 3 SF. That's 3 DP.
What's 3SF again? Oh, significant figure, right?
Which is 3 significant figure. You're not showing 3 significant figure right now. Let
Yeah,
me
I
see
thought
your
it was
3
like 3
SF.
decimal places. Right,
Right.
obviously. Mm,
Nestan, can you find the Google Drive?
I found, but I don't know. I don't know which one is
Yes,
the
Keston.
I don't know which one's OChem question.
Okay. First go to MCQ. First go to MCQ. The OCAM question will start around question 35 or 36 because MCQ is always in order. So you look at those MCQ questions, put it in first, and then we'll go to the long answer question, which should be our goal for today. So Tristan, 3SF
this.
is, I don't think, that's 3SF. I agree. First thing first, you should write it down like this. This guy.
Oh,
Be
my
careful.
teacher told me I didn't have to as long as I wrote this at the back.
I'm not going to dispute your teacher. I'm going to follow your teacher. But the bigger problem here is that your rounding off is wrong. It is 3SF, but it is wrong. I'm a bit surprised.
Oh. All right.
Think
Hold
about
on.
it. Mhm.
Hold on.
Okay, check the answer key. Keston, can you see the OCAM question in MCQ? Okay, so we try that first. MCQ one are sometimes also no joke. So
Yeah.
good warm up. Okay, good.
This is right.
Right. So I don't want to talk about this question if it is calculator. I want to talk about it if it is the no calculator version. What are you supposed to do? But it's not very easy to do it here. Okay, never mind. Let's go through your practice book and find the one without calculator. That would be the harder one.
Okay.
Okay. If it is possible, then that's not round off. No. Here. Is this the one? Is that without
No, it
calculator?
also use a calculator so far. And
Okay,
then
I want
it also doesn't
something.
say
I want
don't or
something.
do. So
Okay, I want the one without calculator. If you could flip, lah. Just
no.
find it.
Maybe this one?
What happened? Let me see.
Oh,
Estimate? No, it's not. Okay. So Keston, question 37 lah. Just a confirm question. No, it's not Tristan. It's not something else.
don't have.
Oh, it's gone. So whatever, just do the last question. Yeah, let's just close this by doing the last question. All right. So for you, Keston, can I confirm that question 36 doesn't look like an OCAM question?
It is
Question 36, the 37 is, but 36, because I cannot see 36.
36 is
If 36 is yes, and if you think that's useful to talk about, please put it in also.
I'm not sure because it's talking
Okay.
about moles.
Just put it in and I can check immediately. Then we can talk about 37 immediately. Okay, first I'll give you some detail. This is C4H10. This is also C4H. Oh, it is definitely okay. Definitely okay. Right, so good. So we're going to talk about 36 later, okay? Now 37 first. Definitely okay. If you see a lot of C's and O's and H, then it's definitely okay. So, Castor, can I confirm that everything here is C4H10?
Yeah.
They are basically isomers of each other, correct? Isomer is, I got the same C and the same H, but I have a different structure. So they're isomers of each other. Just revision. So this question makes sense, no? Hey, I'm isomers. I'm still C4H10. Will I have the same boiling point? Now, to answer boiling point, we go back to the Sec3 concept, which is your intermolecular forces. Am I ringing any bell right now? Intermolecular forces.
Yes.
So imagine for the middle C4H10. Imagine I forgot to mention something. P and Q are not isomers. Do you know why? I'm so sorry. I forgot. P and Q are not isomers. Do you know why?
Why not Q?
Or let me put it another way. P and Q are exactly the same thing, but R is different. Do you understand what I'm just saying?
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Yes.
If P and Q are exactly the same, because I can straighten this anyhow, right? I can straighten this. P can become Q, Q can become P. Then first thing first, that's already a very suspicious answer. So it's either P and Q or P, Q, and R already. B and C can just ignore already. I mean, basically, P and Q have the same boiling point because they're just the same thing. Making sense?
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to copy and paste two things to explain. Tristan, feel free to just check the answer key and then we'll move on. This is, if you want to do this practice, you can do it by yourself. It's not that it's not important, but it's not worth your tuition time. Okay, so now the intermolecular force are what, hold them together. So this one is the between P and another P, is your intermolecular forces, and this is your intermolecular forces. You can immediately see that R has a, very good, Tristan, R has a slightly further spacing than Q, correct or not? Q can space them more, more packed, more closely. H, by its shape, has a harder time packing, side by side, if that makes some sense.
Yeah.
That affects the boiling point slightly. So between Q and R, their boiling point will not be exactly the same because the intermolecular forces at R is slightly weaker. I'm using a secondary concept to explain this situation. Making sense?
So R has lower boiling point.
Because it's slightly weaker. That should be what you expect, correct? Q and P, the same thing, should be slightly higher. We're just talking about a difference of 1 or 2 degrees, but it does happen that way. I hope this makes sense. I hope you don't memorize this.
Yeah.
Notice how I analyze it before I close. Notice how I analyze it. I analyze it by looking at the picture. And the question is, how do I say, gentlemanly enough to give us the picture so that we don't have to draw first. They can do it another way and make us draw, something like that. So it takes more time. But the question here, quite easy to analyze. Okay. Now, in this question, there's a hidden concept called isomer. If you don't realize that P and Q is the same, you will be a bit confused. Right? So the question is still deep in that way. It's not particular, it's not direct or easy. Any other question to clarify?
No.
Okay, so okay. Now, Caston, question 36 can be answered by your reaction map. Please check it out. Or rather, your reaction map helps a lot. So let's start from there. Okay, so Tristan, tell me what's going on here. Oh, yeah. The
this one was
minimum
wrong.
value of
Because it says maximum and minimum value.
Okay, I'm gonna copy the answer question. This was from primary school, but this tends to be one of the harder ones. Okay, let's check it out. Check it out. So I've no doubt that your primary school skills are intact, right? But there will be some problems, right? By now, Tristan, I hope you realize that your primary skills are very needed here. Except for word problem, except for model building, everything else is needed. Okay, Keston, tell me what reaction should you be thinking right now? Use your reaction map.
The hydrogen one.
The one, let's just put using your finger, which one to which one, just to confirm. Okay, so the arrow at the back, you're right, the reverse of a reaction. And in that sense, isn't that enough? Isn't that enough?
What does the mole give you the answer?
Okay, wonderful. So the plus H2, right? Plus H2, we talk about it as when you play your kit, there's a double bond and you break one of them, correct? And then you have dangling here, right? And then this goes into both, correct?
Yeah.
Each double bond requires one H2, correct? Each double bond requires one H2.
Yes.
Now, he's telling you 1 mole needs 2 mole, correct? So there is a good indication that it's not one double bond, because one double bond only needs one H2. He's saying to you basically 1 mole needs 2 mole. Oh, isn't that a very good indication that double bond is more than 1?
Yes.
And therefore, what is a good answer for this? If you're not confident with the correct answer, Keston, at least start by elimination.
Is it B?
I would agree with you because they have 2 double bonds, right? That's the answer. That's the reason. So there are 2 double bonds here. I will definitely discount A. I will not talk about C also because there's only 1 double bond. I will not touch D because I have this weird thing that I don't understand. Okay, I mean B is just a safer bet. If you want to know what's D, oh no, D is just wrong. D is just not possible. So yeah, D is just a trap. It's just a trap. There's nothing exists as a D. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, Castor. Next MCQ then, right? As you can see, the MCQ is providing us with a lot of new knowledge.
Okay.
Huh?
Patingin lagi.
Yeah, I'm going to stop you there, Tristan. So I'm just going to talk about it. So I think your maximum and minimum value, how do I say, I can make it better. See, I just make your answer better if I'm correct. I think that the answer should be even higher than 2.5. The minimum value is the same. I think your minimum value can be even lower. Now, first thing first, you got to check whether my new answer is correct. Is it correct that it can be this way? You check for me first. If you don't understand, that's where you need to think. Okay, your other working is affected by this. No, don't check the answer key. Don't check the answer key. No, don't check.
Oh.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking you to think whether my proposed new answer makes sense or not. Okay. Okay, Keston. Oh, Keston, this one you can answer one. So this is the first time you will see a hybrid. So organic chem substance can belong to 2 families or more. It can have a double bond, it can be alcohol, it can be a mix between an alkene and carboxylic acid. Am I making any sense right now? Keston, you okay?
Yes.
Okay, so hopefully you can find a good answer. Now, Tristan, what do you think about my proposed answer?
I feel like the mini value one, the 2.45, that one makes sense, but the 2.59 doesn't really.
Okay, 49, no, not 59, 2.549. And this is a
Oh,
9 repeat, right? Remember, 9 dot means 9 repeat, right? So this is basically 2.2.549999999 basically basically. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. So basically I'm saying that it
Um,
is not 2.55. It's just not 2.55 is one thing. But it's still higher than your answer, right? That's the point. Do you think it makes sense?
um, not really, because it also says nearest 10th meter. 10th.
Correct to this now. The nearest 10th nth meter is, 0.1 meter, correct?
Yeah.
That refers to the result of the rounding up, not the original. This one is the original max value, the original minimum value. It does not refer to the original value. It refers to the result of the rounding off, which is this guy and this guy. Am I making any sense? Okay, Keston, don't have to wait for me. I can look at it. You go on and the Jamboard has run out. So okay, never mind. Okay, so totally correct, which is great. This is wrong. This is wrong. And yeah, okay. Your answer is great. Your answer is great, Keston. As you can tell, the reaction map is helping you again. Correct, correct.
Yes.
Please make a new Jamboard if you wish. Share it with me, and we go and do questions. That's what we do. Okay. Please tell me when you're shared. Tristan, again, you seem stuck. So again, talk to me. Are you confused with what I said just now?
Oh wait, not really, because 2.549 you can round it up to 2.5. Yeah, that makes sense.
So if the original is 2.459, then it should be okay. Then 2. And that affects your answer at the below lah.
Yeah, at the bottom.
That's all. Yeah. So now, never mind the bottom one. The bottom one is a result of your working above. I want you to check these two value lah, and tell me whether you're gonna change them or not.
Okay.
Okay, you think about it for a while. This is not the easiest thing to do, I guess. Keston, tell me. Keston, okay, I mean, okay, waiting for the next question. Right, Keston. So this question introduce a new concept called polymer. I was explaining it very shortly for you. Oh, can you do this one? Let me think. Oh, you cannot. Okay. This one is an amide bond. So amide bond is the thing that I haven't teach you lah. Okay, so Keston, we're gonna wait for this question. We're gonna do something else first, and I'm gonna come back to this. Okay? Promise you, I have to teach you amide bond. It's not very difficult. I was wondering how come you didn't put in question 39. What's wrong?
39 is like something about fractional distillation of crude oil.
Which is something you will learn, and it will be a bit of a memorization. So that's in the early parts of the chapter. I don't teach you intuition. You can just learn yourself. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
But the amide bond, I will need to teach you coming soon. Now, you run out of questions in MCQ lah. Basically, there won't be any other OChem questions. It's either 5 or 4 or 6. You gotta go to the paper tool. Okay, now here's something I can guarantee you. The section B, remember the very long questions?
Yes.
Section B will always have one OChem question, sometimes 2. So they are very long OChem questions. That's one good place to find. And then in section A, there will also be 1 at least. So 1 in section B or 2. 1 in section A or maybe 2. That's how you find it. Let's go. Tristan, you are uncertain or what?
Maybe I think that the maximum value of 4.9 can be like 4.949 dot.
And so I put it there for you, maybe, and now you look at it. Because it's not good to, when you're hesitant, you don't write, right? So I write down for you, and now you think again, is that a good idea or not?
Mm,
Is it a good idea?
because if you round it up, it will become 5.0.
If you round it up, but are you supposed to round that up? Are you supposed to?
No.
Are you supposed to round it? Okay, you're supposed to round it down, correct?
Yeah.
And if you round it down, does it become 4?
Yeah, I guess this would make sense. This would make sense.
Now, Tristan, I'm teaching you a mental skill, right? What does it mean? Actually, no, I'm not teaching you a mental skill. I'm teaching you when you're in doubt, but you have something you're holding in your mind. You're in doubt, correct?
Mm-hmm.
To you at least, it seems easier if you just write it down first and then think instead of hesitating to write because you're hesitating.
Yeah. My
To
mom
clear
also used
your
to tell me that when I was
hesitation,
P6.
I'm not sure whether it's a mental thing, a psychological thing. I don't know, but it seems to work for you. Like in the HCF, LCM, same thing, I write down for you and then you can immediately decide. Okay. So you must do yourself a favor and write down what you're thinking about so that you can decide better. Now, I can tell you immediately that if your answer below here is 4.855 dot, I think I can go lower. I think I will stick to 4.85, which is lower, correct? You think about it first.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
I mean, think about it. You're making your answer higher than the original answer, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
Okay.
Okay, that's your B11, Keston. Okay, this is not the whole question, lah, right? Are you saying that you want to talk about this first?
The first part haven't learned yet, right?
Yes. I've already shown you. I've shown you by, I covered it slightly, lah. I've shown you by breaking the double bond of an alkene. This is also an alkene, correct?
Yeah.
Breaking it, okay, dangling it on the left and the right, remember?
Yes.
And then simply joining these two, lah. And suddenly I can make long change of stuff lah. Okay. So I show you in the kit, like you did it yourself and everything. I'm gonna take a name for that. The name for that is addition polymerization. That's it. This is called addition. You may know why, you may know what, but we call this addition. One more. So far, so good?
Yeah.
All right. Tristan, is it okay if we close this chapter? Is it okay if we close this chapter? If not, you practice another maximum minimum value. I can give you a question very quickly. Would you like to do that?
Okay.
Okay, question 18. So to make your own question, it's very simple. It's really very simple, right? So the rounded up number. So you get to give yourself the result of the rounding, correct? The result of the rounding is, I don't know, 3.2, right? That's the result of rounding. Then you gotta find the original, which can be original max or original min, original minimum. Very easy, right? To make your own question. So please do so. Okay, custom, right.
Hold on, let me go get my stylus. Maybe this will work.
Yep. Okay, Caston, looks like you're trying to connect them, which looks great to me. That's a good idea. Right, I like it a lot. You could do it on paper, but you can do it here also. Okay, just finish it here first. Just finish it. Okay, you are doing all good stuff so far. I think you can just write down C2H5. If the question gives you as C2H5, that means you have the freedom to just write down as C2H5. If that makes sense. C2H, is that C2H3 or C2H5? Oh my goodness, it's C2H3. Oh. Yeah. You don't know what's a C2H3. Do you know? You might know. Yeah, you might. You just no, you draw it wrongly just now. Okay, to prevent ourselves from drawing it wrongly, we might as well don't draw lah. Okay? Make sense or not, Gaston?
Yeah.
Okay, what you're supposed to draw just to show you is this one, and then there's a H here, and then there you go, your C2H3 lah. I think you did it wrongly just now. Again, minimize risk. Okay. Now, what you're doing is great for the repeating unit, and then formal presentation requires you to draw these two left and right longer, bracket cross. This is by intention, and write an N. Sorry. For the repeating unit, you don't need to. Just like that. So again, presentation purpose, long bracket cross. Make sense?
For the longer line, do you need to write hydrogen?
No. Because the repeating unit is going to, I'm going to draw it here. The repeating unit is this guy here, right? Right? And then this guy here, correct or not?
Yes.
As you can tell, they are holding to another styrene or another butadiene. They are not holding to a H. Make sense or not?
Yeah.
They do not do that. Their purpose is not to do that. And if they're holding to a H, they cannot form long chain already, which is not what we want. So it makes sense not to draw a H, and it makes sense to make the hand longer and then put a bracket. I hope this makes some sense to you. There will be always a polymer question. They really like polymer. They seem to think that that's the most important thing to study in all chemistry, right? So that's the peak of OChem, and hopefully you have a sense right now that it's not that difficult to understand. I would love it if you do more and continue this question. Okay. Okay, so Tristan, the test is this. The most basic test is, can you go higher or lower, right? Can you go higher or lower? So Tristan, to test your own answer, if you're not certain, you just write something higher. Because Orimax means I want to go higher. Is it possible to go something higher? I'm not asking you to think about it. I'm asking you to write down something slightly higher. Please do. Please write down something higher. Okay,
Oh,
3
there.
point.
I wrote it below already.
And never mind. Just psychologically, it's better to write upstairs, but never mind. So write something more than that. Okay. Okay. Because this one rounded down is correct, man. Now the question is, can I say that the original is 3.25? Is it possible or not?
Yeah, that's possible. Because if you round down, you can round back up to it.
Yeah, but the word is not rounding up or down. The word is simply rounding. So you gotta
Oh,
decide
right.
whether it is appropriate to round up or round down. Is it appropriate to round this down?
Yeah.
No. You're supposed to round this up. What am I talking about?
Oh, talking about this
So
one.
something
Oh,
like this.
yeah, this one you're not supposed to round this down. You're supposed to round this one
Correct.
up.
Correct. So therefore, this is wrong and this is right. Correct?
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
by writing these
Yes.
two numbers, are you convinced that your answer is the best?
Mm, um, I think so. Yeah, I feel like it.
Sure. Then we leave it at there first because there's no answer key, But
Yeah.
I'm trying to train you to check your own answer. So for the original minimum, it's the same thing. First of all, you should try to round it first, see whether it works or not, and then try to make it lower lah, if possible, right? So please
Mm-hmm.
check. Please check first whether you're correct. Now, Keston, this is an interesting thing. You have never seen this before. Are you confused right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, certainly you know whose, ID is this. ID mean, this is identified as which family. Certainly, at least you know that. Is that
Carboxylic acid.
correct? And there'll be two, right? You notice that already. Your eyes are trained to spot them now. So there are carboxylic acids, which is on the, bottom right of your reaction map. And he say under suitable condition, Y, which is this guy, react with excess methanol. Methanol is which family?
Alcohol.
Bottom left. Now, do I need to say more? You know this reaction, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is it
so it doesn't mean that. Sorry?
Is it any oxidizing agent?
Correct. That was the part of the note. So any oxidizing agent. So you should just quote one that you know, and the color changes you should know also lah. If you don't know, I'll tell you immediately. It's a bit of memorization.
In the exam, will they ask you to state what the structure is?
You mean the structure of Z, right? I believe they cannot resist themselves to talk about Z later. I feel like.
No, I mean like the
Okay. So
double
right,
carboxylate.
you mean to name it? Is that what you're saying? How to
This
name
one.
this? Yeah, I haven't teach you how to name it. Yes, sometimes they want you to name it, but more often they will tell you in English, then they expect you to draw. That's more often. Okay, so the rounding rule is to the 10 lah, correct? To the 10th, correct? To the
Mm-hmm.
10th. Now, this is not to the 10th. If you round it up to the 10, which is not, this is to the 100th,
Oh, this two. Oh,
right? Because the
so this is
original is already 3.2, right?
yeah. So this is 3.1. This thing is 3.1.
All right, 3.1, which means your original cannot be this low because you
Yeah.
cannot round it to 3.2. So, okay, you did
Mm,
some check. Good to know. Then you cannot suggest something lower, lah, correct or not? Too low already. You have to suggest something slightly higher.
So maybe 3.15.
You're gonna put that in, you're gonna write it down, and then you're gonna check lah, I suppose, right? That's how I teach you.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, Castor, do you remember the oxidizing agent T?
Hold on, I gotta do something.
Sure.
Like potassium chromate.
Yes. This one. The chromate one is very difficult to memorize. Just this one, KMNO1.
Let's say
Okay.
hydrogen peroxide.
So hydrogen peroxide is a strong oxidizing agent, but it does not have any color changes. You will observe bubbling of some sort. Okay. He's already hinting you he want the color change one, which is either KMNO4 or K2CR2O7. You do have to memorize this, but not now lah. It's okay. I'm just writing down for your benefit. This is purple, and this is colors. This one will be from orange to green, which again, there's no sense to this. You just have to memorize it near exam, not right now. Are you familiar with K2CR2O7 and KMNO4 at least somewhat?
That's KMNO4.
Potassium manganate, lo? Potassium manganate 7. Did you write down? Because the oxidation state here is plus 7. It's become plus 2. This is the first time you hear of potassium manganate 7. Really.
This is my first time hearing the chromate one.
But that's what you say. What I thought you say potassium chromate, which is this one is potassium dichromate, lo.
Yeah, but I forgot what's the name.
Ah, to be true, to be fair, you do have to know the chemical formula, and you do have to know what it becomes, and you do have to know the color change. Too mafan right now. We'll talk about it later. Another option is you immediately write this down on your reaction map. No? That's just one way to do it. Okay, pick your choice, but we should move on from here. Okay, there's another question 40. Wait, Keston, wait. Are you saying that this question B11 is finished? Cannot be this short, huh? Wait, what?
No, after B11 is theory.
Sure.
I
Okay, never mind.
teach
Never
it.
mind. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway, what you're giving us, you're learning a lot. So it's great, right? That's always a good thing, right? Okay, even this MCQ about polymer, definitely we are learning something, which means I gotta teach you already. Ah, man. Okay, I gotta teach you the amide bond, right? Okay, so Tristan, you get something lower and it is correct. Correct? It's good lah.
Okay. All right.
Can you go lower? Right? That's the question, right? Can you go lower and lower and lower? Or have you hit the limit?
Can I write 3.149, but 9 without the dot?
Okay, and you should check again. You're now writing what you're thinking. I like it a lot. Then follow the next step lah. Just check. If you round this off, what does it become? So, Keston, you notice that this is possible to form an ester bond, correct or not?
Yeah.
So there's a polymerization potential. Now I'm teaching you the new thing. The new thing is so simple. This, which is a new thing. This is new for you, I admit. This is called an amine. An amine is just an NH2. And an amine with a COH form an amide bond, to nobody's surprise. It looks like this. So CO, it doesn't exist in the reaction map, right? So I just draw it for you. H, and then you just do that basically. Sub H2O go out, and then this immediately forms a amide bond. That's your amide bond, which they will ask you to identify also lah. So, are you having trouble rounding things, Tristan? Because you are not right. Okay, now you're right.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. That's not right.
Correct. So this is wrong. And by the way, this is even lower than the wrong thing, which therefore cannot be correct.
Oh.
By the way. So kind of like, oh, okay, that means you have, you are thinking and you know that you have checked a few things, like, so to speak. You have checked a few things. Are you ready for a final answer? Or do you want to check more?
I want to check one more.
Okay, sure. Check as many as you. So, Keston, this is a new thing. And then immediately you know that, therefore, number 3 is a good answer. This is great. So this is okay. This definitely has a, how do I say, has a polymerization potential. Okay, yeah? Now, just to confirm first, how about option this guy? Will this have a polymerization potential with this guy?
That's ester bonds.
Yeah, so ester bond on the left, ester bond on the right. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Check number 1.
Also can.
Amide bonds left and right. So finally, the last guy, number 2. Can number 2 form polymers?
No.
Correct. Why not? I thought you can amide bond here. I thought you can do that.
I think that's the CO. CO.
This guy, this one. Yeah, what's the problem with this guy?
There's no bond with it.
So it will stop lah. Correct? It will stop. No more reaction possible. So that's not called a polymer. A polymer needs to go conceptually infinitely. Make sense?
Does the shape in the middle matter? Or do you need to know about
The
it?
shape in the middle, you forget about it, so to speak. It doesn't matter. The left and right matters for polymerization. The shape in the middle, it matters for the property of the polymer. So you can tailor the guy in the middle to make your polymer, I don't know, harder, fireproof, bulletproof, very soft. But the polymerization itself is only about the 2 ends, which is your Occam stops there. The Occam doesn't talk too much about the middle guy. You just know that the middle guy exists and it is important for something, I guess. Okay. Now, Tristan, I still feel better if you confirm your rounding first. You still do not round. You already write down your thinking, but you have to write it down. Okay? You have to decline. Tristan, very good question. So the answer will be 3. Make sense?
Yeah.
We still have time for maybe 2 or 3. Go. You are right, Tristan. I agree that if you round that, it will become 3.2. Now, is that a better answer?
No, that's not lower than 3.15.
Correct. So in that sense, you don't need to check that, but nobody's going to stop you from checking. Checking is also a good thing. It's just that you want to know what you're checking. I should be checking something lower, not higher. But for today, I'm very happy that you're doing it. Very, very happy. Can you decide on your final answer now?
I think it should be 3.15. Should be that.
Okay,
Because the
I agree
lower.
with you. Okay, I agree with you. This is correct. And then for the other guy, it will be this one, correct?
Yeah, will be down.
Do you feel better if you practice one more?
Sure. One more. One or
Next
two more.
question.
That would
Next question. Yeah, yeah. You decide on your own question. You make your own question. So easy one. Okay, so Keston, regarding properties lah, right? So let's talk about the least flammable first. The least flammable means your reaction with plus O2 lah. And yeah, how easy does it burn? Okay, now keeping it very simple, the shorter, the easier to burn. If you need explanation, I can give you, I guess.
So it's just A.
Yeah, no. This is easier to burn, which means A is not the answer. No, A is not
So
the answer.
so D.
Yeah, D. Because the more viscous one is exactly like boiling point or melting point explanation. It's the intermolecular forces. Okay, this guy is longer. You get more chance for intermolecular forces. So the longer, the more viscous, the higher boiling point, the higher melting point. Exactly the same logic, if that makes sense to you. Okay. Did that make sense? Good exposure.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Same thing at Tristan. I want you to check first and then go higher or go lower lah.
it.
Okay, check first. No. Check first, Tristan. No. Check first. Don't go. Check first. See whether this is okay. That looks more like a what do you call it? That looks more like a combination between pH question, acid and base, and chromatography lah. Why would you choose this one, Keston? We can talk about this if you want to. Right? Yes.
How do you predict the color? Like,
Here, they tell us. Okay.
so it's just normal indicator.
Um, I don't know. The answer is no. The answer is no. Right. So this is great. Okay. It makes sense. Sorry, just to confirm that you want to ask this, right? This is not okay, but you want to ask this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, so uh what is the color for that? Okay, I'm gonna just draw the pH scale, okay? So around 2 or 3, just put it there. Here around 11 and 12. So this is clearly blue lah, correct? And
Yeah.
therefore this is clearly pink. Okay. Let me read this one more time, and then let me tell you the answer, right? Would you please do another question first? Yeah, don't wait for me. It's a waste of time. Okay, good. Checking. Good. Tristan. Good. You're checking. Hey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that means this one would be right.
But you have to challenge yourself to make it higher or lower.
Lower.
Yeah, if possible lah. So check.
I mean, that means this is the lowest I can go.
If you think that's the lowest that you can go, then you have a final answer. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. 4.5, we run out to 4.5 because to the 10. This is already 10. You're wrong.
Oh.
No, no,
So what
you're
if
wrong.
it's 4.51?
Okay, and then you test that, right? Test. Preston, I lost your video. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm seeing a new question. Okay, so if I cannot answer that right now, I'm gonna answer it later. The reason is because I never checked the answer key one, and you shouldn't tell me also. So you know that the way I answer is based on not based on answer key lah, if that makes sense to you. Okay, that is based on skills that you can use in exam. Okay, so now for question 40. Oh, you can do question 40 lah. Okay, think about it. Good, Tristan, you're challenging yourself. Good, 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 good. Is it possible to go lower? Is it possible,
And no, I don't think 4.54 something is already like 4.5, so I can't really go lower.
And if your final answer is this, it would be correct. You're still making mistakes. Do you want one more practice? I guess just
One more. Still got
okay.
3
Next
minutes.
page. Next page. Yeah.
Let's do a random number.
Oh, guess then you answer already. Okay, so let's check. What chemical symbol should replace the Y and the X is the easiest. Okay, great. Good. Then your W should be O, which is great. And then your Y could be an yeah, that one's wrong. Correct. Yeah, I like it. Good. I'm very happy with your progress. Okay, any question, Keston?
No.
Okay, I will assign you some homework. Will that be okay for this week?
Yeah.
Your homework is very simple. You will do from paper 2. Okay, from paper 2, OChem questions, OChem related question, total of 20 marks. As long as total 20 marks, I don't care from where or from what. 20 marks of OChem question. Very happy.
Does it
Okay.
be just OChem or can it be like OChem and something related?
They sometimes mix OChem with redox, sometimes mix OChem with acid and base, sometimes mix OChem with cannot be electrolysis. They can mix OChem with many other subjects if they want to. It still counts as OChem as long as there's an OChem thing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
No MCQs, just paper 2, 20 marks. Preferably you do in Jamboard, easier to check. If you want me to check. If you're already correct, then there's no problem. Okay.
Okay.
20 marks. Good job for the day, Keston. I hope you're happy, and I will see you next week.
Yeah, I think these two are the only ones. Should be the only ones.
I can confirm the rounding up. So you check with rounding. So I guess that makes sense. And then if this is your final answer, I think that's correct. You did a check of the two rounding. The two rounding is fine, but which one do you choose as your final answer?
8.25 because it's smaller.
And you will now be correct.
Okay.
Now, before you
Nice.
go, Tristan, before you go, yeah.
Mhm.
A little bit of a bad news. This doesn't appear in exam a lot.
Oh, it doesn't appear exam a
So
lot, but there is a chance of it, right?
small chance, small chance.
Small chance.
So from the exam point of view, it's not very useful, something like that. Even if
Yeah.
you're wrong, if let's say you're wrong, yeah, 1 - 1 mark. I mean, I wouldn't bother about it too much, lah, right?
Mm.
However, from another point of view, we are practicing a lot of mental skills. The way you clarify your own doubts when things are hard.
Yeah, mental stuff, which is
Those things,
useful
I
during the
think,
exam.
it is useful. Yeah, especially in exam. If you want
Yeah.
to clarify something, especially in exam, you don't want to do it randomly, I guess. You can write it down and then think about it and then test other things. That is
Yeah.
what I like. That's why I bother spending time with you on this one. Not because it will be exactly like that in exam, but it's because we are training important skills.
Mhm.
So I guess that's a good thing. Okay. Now,
Okay.
having said that, is there anything else that you want to clarify? Just curious.
No, all my homework all done for math. All done. Don't need.
Mhm, mhm. For me, I don't bother too much giving you homework on this chapter lah. I think
Eat.
I think I would much rather you practice algebra more quickly lah, if
Oh
I
yeah,
would
we are
rather
gonna touch
you do
algebra soon. My teacher told me that. Ooh, scary.
correct, correct. But we always try to go just maybe one step further from the class lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we'll do that next week lah.
Okay.
Okay, all right, good job, Tristan. I will see you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Hi, teacher.
Hey, Fiduci. Sorry. Hi, Fiduci. Sorry, I was
Hi.
changing my headset. Did you say something?
No.
Okay, good, Fiduci. Fiduci, just to check that you're not hungry.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, it'll be a bit crowded this slot, but I think it's gonna be fine, right? Okay. So since you're here, we should start first, right? Anything to clarify from class? Method. Math.
Math, no.
All right. Has your mom give you, the do 2 papers every week, thingy,
She
and
wants
then
me to do more.
but she's marking, right?
No, I haven't really done papers. I'm just like doing my own school, like supplementary.
On what topic?
All three topics.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry?
All three topics.
All 3 topics. Oh, sorry. What are the 3 topics?
Um, I forgot.
Numbers, is it? The numbers.
Yeah, the number, negative numbers and everything, and then rounding off and stuff.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Sure thing. Okay. No worries there. So if there are no worries on math right now and there's nothing to clarify, we can talk about science though. Should we do that?
Mm-hmm.
The way we talk about science is as simple as you will look at, because last time we looked at the Google Drive thing together. I should have shared with you. Now you're going to put it in Jamboard and going to discuss it together. Okay. So kindly go to Google Drive first. We'll check some questions together. I still want to know how good you are in science, and maybe I can explain to you a bit. You see your Jamboard. Vidushi, you tell me if you have problem with the Google Drive or the Jamboard.
Yeah, sure. I basically tried doing the questions myself, like the paper.
If you are, can you on your video so I can follow lah? That will probably be faster, you're right. But I want to follow somehow lah. Either that or share your screen, no? Either that lah.
Share my screen. No, I did it on paper.
You mean the science thing?
Yeah,
The science.
yeah.
Then you're gonna do it right now or you have done it? Sorry.
I've done like a few questions, but I have like a few questions that I don't know how to do.
Then put it in, no? Put it in the Jamboard and then we discuss lah. Right? Easy that. Kirby, I can see you. All right, cool.
I need question 18.
I'll make it, okay, I'll make it a bit bigger, yeah. Question 18, right? Yep, definitely beyond what you have learned. Okay, so Kirby, good. I can see you on it. Wonderful. Today probably probably not POA. Yeah, probably not POA if you have other things like yeah. Probably not. Now, if you don't know what to do, we'll do some e-math or physics. But if you know what to do, you can choose, right? You can choose. Physics then. Okay, from the 10-year series, is it? Okay, if you have nothing from the homework score, then we do a 10-year series. And now, I guess we should choose a chapter. For example, I guess you can choose sound. I guess that will appear in the exam, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Okay, let's do sound now. Okay, I'll follow you through the video. Okay, so Vidushi, what I understand is I'm going to draw the dumbbell, okay? Okay, the dumbbell. This is the ground. Ayo, my drawing. Very good. Here's the dumbbell. I just draw the dumbbell. Okay, this is 1.5 meter, I guess. Something like that. And then he walks 10 meters, right? So here's the dumbbell. Wow, they define work. Okay, Fiduci, can I confirm that you have learned potential energy
Yep.
and you have also learned kinetic energy?
Yes.
Okay, have you learned that potential energy depends on the height and
Yep.
kinetic energy depends on the speed?
Yep.
Okay, now
And
look at I'm sorry, you're saying?
speed and mass, right?
Speed and mass. I mean, even P is mass and G and H. This
And
one
height
is half
for
mv squared.
GPE.
Yeah, but the thing is, mass don't change usually. G also
Yeah.
don't change. So I usually just shorten it to, does the height change or does the V change? If the height change or the V change, you will have a change in energy. If not, it's very unlikely for the mass to change. Of course, you are correct. Of course, you are correct. Okay. Now, here's the initial position and the final position. Look at the initial position and the final position. Did the hay changes?
Did the height change? Yes.
In what way?
The height? No, I mean not the height. Not the height. No, not the height.
The height doesn't change. Okay, so that means, keeping it simple, GPE don't change. No? So GPE also don't change.
But what do you mean by work? What's the work?
Okay, I explain. I promise you I will explain. I promise you. I analyze the KE first and I promise you I will talk about the. Okay, Kirby, you can start. Yeah, I am following you. So, does the velocity change?
No.
Because whatever the speed here seems to be the speed there, seems to be, right? So, no. So, the GPE does not change, the KE does not. Now, why is that important in a work question? A work is very simple. I will define a work for you, okay? Not the way the teacher defines it. I'll define the work very simply. Any changes in energy. This is an informal definition, but it is a definition that is very useful. So I will rephrase the question. What is the work done by the boy on the dumbbell? Changes into
No.
any changes in energy on the dumbbell? No.
No.
The answer would be 0.
Oh, okay.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. I'm going to clarify now something. The boy is doing work, but the work doesn't go into the dumbbell. Obviously, the boy is expending energy. The boy is getting tired. Make sense? Okay. The boy is getting tired, but the work somehow doesn't enter into dumbbell. The question is the dumbbell, something like that. So no changes on the energy of the dumbbell, even though the boy is definitely doing work. Am I confusing you or not?
No.
All right. So good question. It is not an easy question to answer lah. Okay. More would be nice. Kirby, can I help you?
How do I do this?
Even though this is sound, but then I teach you there are two universal formula for waves, right? What is the first and the second universal formula? You're gonna write down right now.
E equals lambda A, right?
Lambda what? Lambda?
Something. Is it A?
No, I want you to check the unit. Lambda. Okay, I'll tell you lambda F is lambda F, but I want you to check the unit to make sure that your formula is correct lah. Because it's very important. Yeah, not lambda T, it's lambda F. Okay. So check the unit, please. The unit for V is?
V is this 1500.
No, the unit, not the number, the unit.
Meter per second.
Okay, you write it down in your formula. What is lambda?
The wavelength.
Correct. The unit of wavelength is length is?
Meter, right?
Correct, meter. Oh, last thing is, what is the unit of frequency?
I don't know. I forgot.
Is hertz. Is hertz. Hertz means per second. Per second, not second. Per second.
What?
Per second. It's not second. It's per second. Okay, so does the unit check out?
Yeah.
So your first universal formula is correct. Hold on to it. It'll be useful throughout. The second universal formula is?
I don't know. It's called.
The primary 5-speed formula. The triangle. The triangle. In primary, they teach you to
Lost the
use the triangle for, yeah, you're going to draw the triangle, please. I want you to draw the triangle from primary, unless you forget. People don't usually forget. Okay, how do you divide the triangle? Good. And what is above, what is below? You totally forget.
Is it V on top? It's
Okay,
V,
then
right?
I'll tell you something like this. I'll tell you something very simple. You gotta do the unit check again. Believe me on this. You just write down something random, and then you check the unit, and you will know how to fix it one. It's so easy to not memorize, is what I'm trying to say. So do something lah. Just randomly guess and check. This is something you should do in exam because this two formula is useful for many questions. Your time spent checking is not in vain. You must understand this. Okay. Vidushi, just to confirm that there is no additional question so far.
I'm like currently doing it, but I have like one question, so I'm gonna like put it in the
Okay,
chat board.
sure thing.
Wait, never mind. Question 25.
Okay, sure. Kirby, have you checked your second universal formula?
No. Is it this?
Okay, again, at least the triangle you should no. The triangle in primary 5 is just distance, speed, and time.
Don't remember.
Okay, never mind. I'll tell you there's distance, there's speed, and time, and then you have to assemble the formula and check it. Okay, Vidushi, this one is the answer. Okay, tell me what's wrong. Okay, maybe Vidushi, we do some elimination. Which one do you think is definitely wrong?
Which one?
Question 25 lah. There is at least one or two which you should
I
think is wrong lah.
have two questions. Wait, oh no, 1 second. Oh shit.
Okay, Kirby, you're not gonna stare at it. You're gonna randomly decide, which is what you did, and then check the unit lah. Wait, do you know how to use the triangle or not? If you don't,
Both?
we're gonna skip the
Also
triangle immediately.
the speed over distance. Speed equals distance over time, right?
That's how you use it. Okay, so you write down lah. You write down, and then you check immediately using unit. Please do so. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So Fiduci, again, I want to know your knowledge, like not just
24 and 25.
correct. Maybe you do some elimination. Maybe you tell me what you think is wrong. Okay, at least I know what you're thinking. Okay, Kirby, are you looking at the Jamboard? Yeah, are you looking at the Jamboard?
Yeah.
Okay, you're very slow at doing the unit check. Okay, I've done the unit check with you a few times. I want you to be able to do it quickly, right? So you write down V equals to D over T, right? That's your random guess, correct? Unit, please. Unit check, come on.
The over second. For the
I'm sorry.
first.
I'm sorry.
What?
You should be like this, right? V over D equals to T, right? That's what you're saying, right? Something like that.
No.
So again,
Speed equals distance over time.
okay, sorry. Then never mind the triangle, then whatever. Speed equals to distance over time. Never mind the triangle. Now you do the unit check, please. It's so hard to get you to do the unit check. Do the unit check.
The second.
Okay, so is the unit checks out or not?
Yeah.
So this formula is correct. You hang on to it. Never mind the triangle next time. Never mind. So you have two formulas to work with. This one and that one. Okay. Now you go back to the question. Ken Fidushi, is there nothing you can cancel? Is there nothing you can say
I
this
think
is?
A is wrong.
Then put a cross lah. Let me know what you think.
I think it's A that's wrong.
So cross the A. Cross. Jamboard.
Oh. Okay.
Do something. Let me follow you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the rest are correct.
Sorry. No, not Fidushi. Obviously, you never do elimination in your life. It makes me because you're quite smart, isn't it? You're saying the A is wrong, correct?
Yeah.
So just cross that, man.
No, but then the rest are all correct.
I know. At least I know which one you think is wrong. Same thing with 25. At least tell me which one you think is wrong. At least I know the level of your knowledge. That's important. Cross something out in 25 if you can lah. If you can.
In 25, not 24.
Yeah. Just asking for both, ma. I'm still checking the 25.
Bro, oh my gosh. Okay.
Kirby, can I confirm that you are thinking or you are stuck?
I think I just got it right. Let's see. Is it C?
Can check the answer key though. Can check this because currently I'm checking. Okay. So you're canceling copper, is it? Am I correct? Fiduci, you're
Yup.
canceling copper. Okay, yeah, okay. Right. Okay, right. So I agree with your cancellation at least, right? So for 25 it's easier first. Let me just explain that. I'm gonna ask you to pretend that between you and fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Between fire, is it better to have water
Yeah.
or
Wait,
compared to vacuum? Compared to cotton, if it is possible to imagine, is it possible? Is it possible?
I think I don't know what vacuum is.
Vacuum means literally like nothing, like nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Imagine that there's air, because it's always something, right? There's always something which is air. Oh, I see, Kirby. Okay, I see. I'm gonna copy that question one. So imagine that there is air, and after a while, imagine that there is nothing at all, not even air. I guess that's vacuum lah. So Kirby, I'm gonna explain that. Don't wait for me, Kirby. Never wait for me. Do the next question first. Okay? Yeah, your 2 is already correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I've already put the question in page 6 lah. I explain later, right? Okay, never wait for me, right? Fidushi. So you imagine that there's really literally nothing, low. There's not even air.
Okay.
So which one is better, to have nothing, not even air, or to have water, or to have cotton?
Water? I don't know.
Because our experience say water extinguishes fire lah. Okay, that's a big problem, right? That is a big problem. Never mind. I use another example. My example is bad. Sorry. They have those fancy double wall glass.
Mm-hmm.
The double wall glass has a space in between lah. This is the outer one, the outer glass, and here's your inner one. And then you have all this water inside. Now, when you put your hand on the outside, and this is a hot water, do you feel the heat?
The heat when I put yes.
Then your double wall glass sucks lah. Because by right, you don't feel anything. even though the inside is
Wait,
piping
I
hot.
don't have a double wall, so I'm just
Oh, you
guessing.
don't. Okay, no, you don't have it. Okay, okay, okay. Look, I'm just gonna show you. Kirby, I'll attend to you very soon. Suddenly have a lot of questions. So look at my video first, Vidushi. You're gonna pin my video so that you can look at it. In my video. Oh, you cannot see very clearly, is it? Okay. You're gonna pin my video, okay?
Yeah.
Are you pinning my video? Okay. Now, although it's a bit difficult to see, can you see that the inside? Look at this, the inside. My
Yeah.
inside is not touching the bottom, right? Because the bottom is here, right? Correct or not?
Yep.
Correct. This is double wall. Can you see that? See? The wall is actually, there's an inner wall, and then there is a space in between following the double wall. Can you see that? This is a
Yeah.
double wall glass, and they make it fancy and transparent. If I put piping hot water here, I wish I could just pour right now. My hand won't feel anything.
Oh.
Good. Like this is so fancy, and the water will be quite hot for some time, unlike a normal glass. In normal glass, you will lose the heat quite quickly. Double wall. What's between the two walls? You tell me.
Air.
If they make it well, not even air, vacuum lah. Nothing. Nothing. I hope that answers your question already.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
inside is water, the hot water will warm up that inner water and then transfer it to my hand. It'll take some time, but you will lose more heat if you put water between the wall, if that makes some sense.
Yep.
So having nothing is a good insulator, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go to Kirby first, yeah?
Oh,
Sorry, I was muted. Kirby, going back to Jamboard, page 6, please.
okay.
Now, I want you to understand that an echo question is very common in a sound. This is an echo question. Do you think about this question as an echo question?
Yeah.
All right, so an
Yeah,
echo
I
question.
realized that it has to travel the distance twice. That's why so you have to divide it by 0.
Correct. Because echo comes back, man. Correct, echo comes back. Now, let me ask you, how come there are now 2 echoes? They even listed out. Hey, how come there's 2 echoes? It's not because it traveled twice, okay? Don't say this kind of thing.
It's because it hits the fish, then it hits
Oh.
the seabed.
So here's the first one, right? Here's the first one, correct? And
Yeah.
then here's the second one.
The seabed.
No.
Yeah.
Now, let me confirm that this was what you're thinking.
Yeah.
All right. If this is what you're
That's what I
thinking,
think.
then you already have time, correct? You have 2 time. Why? Because you have 2 distances, man. Correct or not? You have 2
Yeah.
distances, therefore you have 2 time. You should already know which one of the 2 universal formula you should be using. Which one?
Speed equals distance over time.
Okay, but you will have to do it twice, lah. Correct or not?
Yeah.
Now, regarding to speed, does it mean that for both things you have different speed?
Yeah. No.
No, because I teach you, if the medium doesn't change, the speed doesn't change. The speed depends on the medium. That's why I teach you. So the medium for both is the same. I mean, it's water, seawater. This is already a lot of hint. You should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Go back to the question. Okay. I want you to be able to do an echo question because that's their favorite. They just really like to do it. Okay, Vidushi, I'm doing your 24. I'm just checking one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Vidushi, you're telling me that everything is correct, only A is incorrect. That's what you're telling me in question 24, right?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm confused. How come you cannot answer?
What do you mean cannot answer?
Read the question one more time.
Is incorrect.
So you have 3 correct answers and 1 incorrect answers.
Yeah, the incorrect one is A.
Oh, why did you ask this? If you know the answer already, why did you ask?
Um,
Right. So good. I thought you didn't know. Sorry.
okay.
Hey, Kirby, are you not doing question 1? Huh? What?
I did it.
How?
A.
Wait, did you do A after you check the answer key or what?
Yeah.
Wait, the answer key say A or you did it yourself?
The answer key said A, and then I read the answer key and I realized that was A. Yeah.
Nonsense. You calculate yourself 375. You nonsense lah.
Yeah, why? It's
How do you
it's
calculate 375?
0.5 times 1500
Okay, good. Then
divided by 2. Because it's only one. Like what distance, you know? Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, good. You were wrong because you used the 0.7. Am I correct?
I was wrong because I didn't realize that you had to that it's
Divide
like
by 2.
that goes back, you know.
It's a normal thing for echo question. What?
Yeah, I forgot to echo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next time realize that, okay?
yeah.
Okay, continue.
26 and 27.
Go ahead and put in. Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Yeah, Fiduci easier for me to make it that bigger. 27 and 28, you're saying?
Yeah.
The insulator thingy also lah, right? So again, same thing, Fiduci. I want to know if you can cancel certain things, right?
For which question?
No, that's up no, both lah, both.
Okay.
All right, Kirby, before you continue, at least check the answer key first. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh wait, did I not put 26? Oops.
No, you did. You want to ask 26 also, is it? Sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. There you go. That's 26. There you go. I'll make it bigger, okay? I promise it'll appear, okay? I'll make it bigger. Yeah, there you go, 26. Again, I want to know what you think is wrong, not just okay, good. Yeah, good. Nice. Very good. Okay.
I don't know actually.
Oh wow. I see what you mean. To your surprise, right? To your surprise, then Fiducia, yeah? To your surprise. So this is great. This is great. So great. Burning is not conduction.
Oh.
If I were to explain it in a fancy way, this is a chemical reaction. The conduction is physical.
What?
If this doesn't make sense, you forget my explanation for now. Just forget it for now. For now, forget about it, okay? Because I know that you're not supposed to touch on chemistry for now. Then never mind, never mind. C is correct because stirring does not help with convection or radiation. Let me put it that way first. Does it make sense?
No, it doesn't, but whatever.
Stirring is not increasing your radiation, and stirring is not increasing your convection. Wait, am I making any sense? Or sorry.
No.
Do you know what's convection and radiation?
No.
Then how are you supposed to know conduction? Wait, what? Oh, how am I supposed to know conduction?
Gain heat. I don't know.
Okay. I explain to you. Conduction is very simple one. I explain it using informal terms, okay? I never use formal terms from your teacher one, okay? Conduction is simply the heat transfers, right? The heat, travels around, whatever, by the process of touching. You have to be in contact. When you stir the metal spoon on the hot Milo, you are basically forcing the Milo to touch with more air, because when you stir the Milo, you basically also stir the air above it, if that makes some sense. The air moves around because of the stirring. Because of that, you will get to conduct more heat away from the very fancy term. I'm so sorry, there's no other way to explain this. But the point is, the air is touching the hot Milo. If I stir it, more air will be in touch on the hot Milo. That's my point.
Okay.
So, since it depends on touching, conduction is a good explanation.
Interesting.
Yes, Kirby?
Is the wavelength consistent or is it the speed? What's this consistent?
I'm sorry, I cannot
Is
hear you well.
the
Sorry, the wavelength, what? Sorry?
is the wavelength like does it stay consistent or
Alright.
does the speed stay
Again,
consistent for sound?
I teach you the universal thing, right? The universal formula, which you use, great. The other universal formula, and then the third universal thing. Medium, speed only changes with medium.
Oh yeah.
I always teach you that. Is there a medium change?
No.
Then the speed doesn't change. Fiduci, anything wrong with question 27? A, B, C, D. Which one is wrong? Which one is right?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking. Oh yes. I think it's A. I don't know.
You're canceling A.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're canceling B, C, and D. Okay. Now, tell me why are you canceling B? Just checking first.
Why am I canceling B?
Yeah, tell me why you think B is wrong.
Because you don't conduct coldness. Because you
Correct.
conduct something from a hotter region to a colder region.
Correct. Even though it feels that the coldness is entering our hand, it does feel like that. It's actually heat leaving away, leaving our hand. Okay, I totally agree with you. Kirby, are you okay? Kirby?
Yeah. Thinking.
Okay. Which universal formula or the medium thing? There are three universal things, right? Choose at least one universal thing to use.
This is the distance over time, right?
Can try. No, I'm not saying yes or no, but at least you use something lah. Don't think without choosing something, right? Okay. Okay. Fiduci, just to check that you also want to ask about 28. Am I correct?
No.
28 is fine. Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe tell me why you are stopping.
I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. At least I like what you're thinking. Not bad. Okay, good. I like it. Good. Yeah, getting used to echo questions. Good.
How come like some questions say that the speed is 330 meters per second in air, but other questions say 320 meters per second?
A fair question.
What is the
So
change?
air is what you're trying to say. How come air didn't change but the speed changed? The reason is very simple, because hotter air is different from colder air. Hotter
Oh,
air is less dense, colder air is more dense. So depending on the temperature of the day, the speed in the air do changes a little bit because the medium changes a little bit, if that makes some sense. That's why they have to say the speed of sound, not you. You cannot memorize it. It changes a little bit, so might as well they decide. But the reason why it changes per question, because they're assuming slightly different air temperature per question, which is out of syllabus lah. But I'm telling you because it makes sense. Is that okay, Kirby?
yeah.
A good question though, Kirby. A good question. Out of syllabus doesn't mean it's a bad question. It means you're thinking lah. Vidushi, are you okay?
Yep.
So far MCQ, yeah. Fine.
But
Fine.
I'm
Today,
done with MCQ right now.
yeah, I'm very
just
curious
almost
about
finished
paper.
it. Almost
Yeah.
finished.
Good. No need to rush. I'm just curious about your long answers. Just curious. Your back then, your PSLE science, do you mind telling me what's the grade?
AL2, which is like 85 to 90, because I really screwed up my MCQ.
You're saying that you were hoping for AL1. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because I screwed up my MCQ.
Hmm.
I got AL1, but then like I screwed up my MCQ.
Why do you think you screw up at your MCQ?
Because I went to Popular and checked my answers and I got like 6 questions wrong.
6 is a lot, I must admit. 6 is a lot.
Yeah, because like I changed all my answers because that year, MCQ was like really difficult. I was really confusing.
Fair. It's fair. At least you know the MCQ is never easy lah. That's why I'm already teaching you the exam skill. I mean, I'm a bit surprised that you don't cancel stuff lah, because
I do.
okay, good. Because in the end, when things are hard, that's what we must do lah. There's no other way. Good to know. Yeah, I understand why you get AL2. But I also understand why you are quite good at science lah. You are. Maybe if you're in doubt, a cancellation would be in order lah. Maybe this is wrong, this is right, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, show me your thinking lah, right? Oh, don't cancel like this. I don't want you to cancel the option. I want you to put a cross where it is wrong. Like for example, if the no change, I want you to cancel that way. That's the right way to cancel. Not what. Yeah. Okay, so now you're thinking about the frequency lah, correct? Now
Yeah.
you're thinking the frequency.
Uh, this beer.
The same note is played. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You remember that the frequency is the pitch lah.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So far, so good. Yeah. I want you to try the paper 2 one also. Okay, maybe stick to paper the MCQ one, then we go to paper 2 lah. Okay, nice. Tell me, are the questions similar to what your class test thingy just now, the one that happened? Is it similar?
Yeah, a bit. I think.
Then this should be good for your exam. This should be good. Look at that. Oh, all fancy question and a lot of graphs. Yeah. But the graphs you can do. Okay, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Good. I like.
I mean, that's right a lot. Like 4
Never mind.
lines.
Continue. It's okay. We're doing the right thing. Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
The MCQ, Vidushi. All right. Okay. We have 15 minutes. Maybe we can discuss, I don't know, 2 or 3 paper 2 lah. I'm curious.
Like I haven't learned half of this stuff, so like
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
I haven't learned a bunch of this stuff.
And my job is to explain to you. We go a bit forward. It's fine. Okay. Choose your question. You put it in. We talk about it.
Just the first two.
I'm sorry, what? What's the first one?
The first 2 questions.
Put it in. It's fine. Kirby. Focus.
Yeah.
Wait, you're allowed to choose.
Interesting. All right. Interesting. I can see what you're thinking, Kirby. I think that's fine. Good.
Yeah.
Why would you choose amplitude though, if I may know
That's the like noise, you know, the how loud it is, you know.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I like it. All right, so whatever experiment this is, Vidushi, this is something that we need to understand first lah regarding the experiment. So do you understand the experiment? Never mind the questions. Tell me what you don't understand about the experiment.
Well, I don't understand about the experiment. I don't understand. Is
Everything?
the thermal energy the same as the heat energy?
Yes, for now you can consider them to be exactly the same. They're just different words lah for the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's okay.
I guess now I'm seeing your English capability lah, which is good. Can you just type? If you don't want to write, could you just type? I'm curious how you answer science questions lah. Yeah, how's your English? Typing if you like, writing if you want to also can. Oh, that's exactly same. Kirby, check answer key first,
Okay.
just to make sure. because some things I cannot read. Good, good.
There's no question in 11.
That's very
Huh?
weird. There is it? I'll check for you. I'll check for you. But I need to. I cannot read it very well. Could you zoom in a little bit? Just a little bit. Too much, too much, too much. It's nice, but it's too much. Too much, too much, too much. Zoom out, zoom out. Okay, just a little bit, please. Just a little bit. We don't want to. Okay, done, done, done. Okay, good. Not too much, not too much. Okay, move your paper, move your book, move your book. I cannot read. I cannot see. Now I cannot see everything already. Okay, thank you. I'll copy it. I'll check it out and I'll tell you. Okay. Okay. Check the rest first. Fiduci, just to confirm, you're writing. Oh, you're writing on paper. So where are you writing?
Huh?
Where are you
Oh, am I
writing your-
supposed to write outside on paper?
No. I mean, if you want me to see, because that's what
Oh
we're
yeah,
trying to
I'll
do.
just
It's
like
easier to
text it.
write in the Jamboard lah, or type it lah. But I'm not seeing anything. You see?
Am I supposed to-
Do it in Jamboard first, yeah.
Wait, how am I supposed to like? Can I like type? How do I type?
Oh yeah. Use the post-it thingy. I
Post
think in
it.
iPad that's the only way lah. Yeah, you in the menu you can put a post-it thing, something like that, a note thingy.
You know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kirby, your answer is correct.
Yeah.
Okay, don't wait for me again. And I think I need you to zoom out again. Yeah, got it. To zoom in, I also cannot see. To zoom in. Yeah, okay, thank you. You're right. You're good. Okay. Okay. Then how about B1 and B2 then, right? All right, Kirby, let's see how you draw. You're drawing with a pencil, right?
Uh,
Okay, good.
uh,
A louder sound with the same pitch. Okay, good. Good. Doesn't matter how high, as long as it's higher. Doesn't matter.
it's not dark enough. Can you see it?
I kind of can see it. It's okay. Don't worry about me. You draw first. You draw first. Don't worry about me. Okay, maybe continue a bit more because I like what you're drawing, but let me see more lah, right? Now your amplitude here must be exactly the same as the guy before lah, right? You cannot change lah. Yeah, as long as it's the same Kirby, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Kirby, I understand I think your 2 marks is gonna be great lah. Okay, 2 marks is great. So let's see whether part B you can. By the way, the string is tightened. So let me ask you something. Does this mean like a medium change or not?
Huh?
The
Uh,
string is tightened, right? It's not replaced, it's just tightened. Is this a medium change or not?
No,
It is.
it is. Oh,
Just like air, different temperature is a medium change, although slightly. String tighten or loosen, making it, tenser or less tense, is a medium change. Just telling you. Will that be okay?
okay.
Fiduci, I like your answer because it is the next few minutes.
Because it's
Now, if I change the question into the next hour, a different time frame, make a
what?
different note. Okay, if I give you a new question, right? The next hour, right? Let's say that. So now I change it to the next hour.
Next.
Don't change your answer, but make a new note. Will your answer change or be modified or not? Will it? Will it?
Change.
Okay. Show me what is your change because they can easily ask this, right? I like your first answer, so leave it there. Please give me your modified answer. Kirby, can you answer B?
Yeah. Uh,
You say higher pitch, man. So okay, come on.
There.
Okay, good. Good. All right, cool. Now, all great.
does
This explanation, fancy words, how well would you do? You're saying, sorry, Kirby?
does the pressure go down or up?
What do you mean? Oh.
It's down,
The,
right?
um,
Was it the
you mean
frequency?
the amplitude, is it? You mean the amplitude, is it?
It's air pressure.
I know. So yeah, something changed to the air pressure, right? So he
Yeah.
did say already higher pitch. So higher pitch affects what?
I don't know. What does it affect?
That's so weird. I thought you know what pitch affects. That's so weird, right?
It's frequency, right? I think.
Correct. Yes, pitch affects frequency. So if it is higher pitch, is it higher frequency or lower frequency?
Uh, higher frequency.
Which you are correct. Do you need explanation? Just checking. Because they assume that you know this, they will assume that you know this. Okay, so you already know, or it's going to be higher frequency.
Yeah.
How does that change your drawing then, I guess, right?
Uh,
Fiduci, how would you answer part 2, right?
Part 2. Oh, okay.
that's- is that okay? It's saying that there'll be less wavelengths enough. Do I have to write more?
You mean shorter wavelengths? Cannot say,
Shorter.
probably cannot say less, probably can say shorter because you don't say less length, right? Because wavelength means length. English wise, this is an English issue. There will be shorter length, if that makes sense, shorter wavelength. No?
Okay.
No, you're right to say that there will be shorter wavelength, but is that how to describe the graph, right?
Uh, what do I write?
I will write it this way. Okay, I will write it this way. Now, the shorter wavelength is fine, probably. Then definitely better than nothing, and it shows that you understand. Okay, I will probably write there are more wavelengths in the same wait a
Period.
minute. I am so sorry. Wait. I'm so sorry.
That's right.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, yeah. We are both wrong. We are both wrong. Let me explain why. Wavelength is used to describe meter, right? Now the x-axis is time. That is not appropriate at all for wavelength. Even though you are absolutely right, the wavelength will get shorter. You are absolutely right. So far, so good?
Yeah.
The problem is with the axis. The axis is time. If you look at the question 3, in question 3, it looks like a very similar graph, and yet that is the axis is different. The axis is distance.
Yeah.
Okay, Fiduci, I'll improve it, but I understand your concept is not bad. It's not bad, yeah? I like it. Okay, I like your thinking. So I'm explaining to you.
More part, but then the thing cut it off.
I will take a look. Don't worry, but don't touch it. It's okay. We can move on to the next. Oh no, time is up. Time is up. Sorry. Fiduci, go and eat your stuff. Okay, I don't want you to go hungry. I like your science
No, I
today.
already ate. It's okay.
Okay then. But still, Fiduci, 1 hour is up, and I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy with your science so far. Okay. Okay. Maybe next week we'll do more. Okay. If there's no other question, Fiduci.
Nope.
All right. Please enjoy your week, even though it's not Chinese New Year for you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Kirby. I'm trying to explain something very important. Listen to me. Eh? The graph looks the same. Okay. Feels the same, but one and the other is very different in a certain way. One is a time graph, one is a distance graph. First thing first, do you see the fact that, question 3 is distance graph? Question 2 is time graph.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me say what is the difference, keeping it very simple. In the time graph, which is your question just now, you look at your Jamboard, okay? Look at your Jamboard. In your
Okay.
time graph, you don't get wavelength. Even though this looks a lot like a wavelength, this is not a wavelength. This is a period.
Page
Because a
7.
period is a big T. Still page 7. Still page 7.
Okay.
Okay, so one more time, the formula is universal, right? So you can refer to the formula and you say, hey, but every time there must be a wavelength. That's what it means to be universal. There's no time or no place or no situation where there is no wavelength, there is no frequency, and there's no speed. There is always discrete. Okay, but the graph is limited. The issue is with the graph, not the formula. The issue is not with you. You are correct. Hey, the wavelength should be shorter or what? No, you are absolutely correct. The graph is limited. The graph cannot show you wavelength. Instead, he show you a time length. A time length is called a period.
So there's gonna be less periods.
Because higher frequency is less period. I teach you the other universal one, which you never almost ever. Frequency is 1 over T lah. So if frequency increase, it is less period. No, there'll be shorter period. Don't say less. Your English, my goodness.
Okay.
But this is an English thing. No, never mind. Sorry. I cannot
Okay.
complain about your English in science. Okay, never mind. I'll just say that there's better English. I'm sorry. To be fair, we shouldn't care about your English if we understand what you mean. To be fair lah. Okay,
Yeah.
to be fair, this is not English, but there's a big but here. But don't push the limit of the English to the examiner. I understand
That's
you,
only
but if you use less, I think it's pushing. No, I think it's pushing it. It's pushing it. It's pushing it. Yeah, I think it's pushing it. It's better to use shorter because for time English you also use shorter, ma. For length you also use shorter. I think it's better to just use shorter than less. I think there is no time when you use less for wavelength and for period. Maybe something else. Maybe. Okay, because we also don't want to push the limit of the examiners. Fair, yeah? Fair, yeah? Even though I'm not supposed to complain about your English in a science subject. Fair? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is the limit of the graph, so you only see a period. So the graph below for comparison, can you see a period?
No, that's
But
a
you can see a
wavelength.
wavelength. All right.
Yeah.
Even though both exist, right? Period and wavelength both exist in the universal formula, but only one can exist in the graph. The graph
What's
is a
M
parameter.
pressure?
Air pressure doesn't exist in the formula, but it also exists as the amplitude. The amplitude never exists in the formula because for some strange reason, your syllabus do not ever include amplitude in the formula. It, however, also exists. And you seem to be comfortable with it. That's why I never comment. You're correct. Amplitude is also universal for loudness, but it doesn't exist in the formula. So the formula is also limited even though universal. Okay, that's a good point. Okay, so check the answer key for for English purposes lah. Then let's go back to 3.
Okay. Higher frequency.
I cannot read it. State of pitch where that means they're more so there's one this one. So this is the alternative way to answer. Instead of saying the period is shorter, they say there are more complete periods. That means you will be drawing more if you're drawing.
Yeah.
Put it another way, Kirby, if the question asks you to draw, you will be drawing more, correct or not?
Yeah.
Which implies that everything is shorter. You are correct lah. There's nothing wrong with you, but you see why they prefer this answer because it's more visual, more intuitive to say there are more period instead of each period is shorter. Nothing wrong with the shorter period.
Yeah.
Okay, fair, yeah. I am defending the angle a little bit lah. I also prefer it because it's just more intuitive that way. Okay, but your answer is correct, and that's what's important right now. Come on, Kabi, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Again, Kirby, this will be in your next exam, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think it probably would.
Yeah, good.
My teacher gave me some notes.
Just yeah, okay, good. Yeah, say all those stuff, right? So because I want you to be happy with your result. I want you to see you improve.
Yeah.
It's not I want you. Do you get it? Or not? I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel that your work is bearing fruit.
Yeah.
If you're happy, then I'm happy. Stop drawing faces. Okay, question 3.
Yeah. Probably. What's a rarefaction?
Rarefaction is a fancy word for what do you call it? Expansion. So it's the reverse of compression. Am I making any sense?
Like this one. Is this a
No. Air pressure going up means the pressure is getting higher, means compression or not compression.
compression?
So that's the first mountain. We'll call it the first mountain. The first mountain is definitely, so the valley is the not compressional because the air pressure goes down. That's a rarefaction expansion. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good question.
Is can I just write the amplitude decreases? That's enough, right?
Let me check. Hey, I cannot see. I cannot see.
Um,
Yeah, so I agree with your concept and your choice of word, the amplitude decrease. Now, could you translate that to normal English lah? So when the amplitude decrease, it means what?
become softer. I just have to
Something
say
like that. So maybe you complete the sentence by the amplitude decreases, therefore it is softer, something like that. Just to cover both bases lah. Just to cover the scientific wordy thingy and the normal understanding thingy. Check the answer key and hopefully you are happy.
that's okay, right?
You check, you check.
It's still something about the amplitude and volume decreasing, so
Okay.
it's probably fine, right?
Should be fine. Fine. Okay, some more drawings, which I guess is good, I guess.
Oh,
Weird drawings, huh? Weird drawings. Okay. But I guess you have to deal with it.
I don't know. How do I do this?
Well, for part A, it's the most normal looking wave, right? So I think asking you for the frequency is not, it's not.
0.25.
Oi,
Because
Kirby,
it's
I just taught you that the graph is limited, right? One particular graph gives you a period. The other particular graph gives you wavelength. So
yeah,
this particular graph gives you what?
the period, right?
Which, if you want the period, but if you want the frequency, is the period useful?
Yeah.
But will you just, I'm sorry,
Uh,
because I cannot read the number properly. Wait, that's my problem here.
it's one wave every 4
Okay, got it, yeah,
seconds.
okay, yeah, 4 sec. No, it's 4 millisecond. Okay, so you are
Oh,
almost correct. Unfortunately, you disregard the unit. There was a problem there.
I
That's a
didn't see
problem.
that. How many milliseconds is a second? Is it
Hmm.
100?
You are right that that's a problem, right? So milli is 1,000 lah. Milli is over 1,000.
Oh,
So currently now your 250 hertz will be correct, lo. All right, good. So far so good.
what is this? What? It's BE and CE, right? For me, I think, right?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
A, right? Okay, I was just confirming that. Yeah. The scale are all the same, right? Okay, good. Yeah. So I agree with B and I agree with E. I totally agree. And then lower pitch, right? So lower pitch means higher, a lower frequency lah. Lower frequency means higher period lo.
Yeah.
C does look like a higher period and E does look like a higher period. And I will agree with you. That's nice. Your graph reading skill is probably quite good. Please check the answer key just for
What's a waveform? Sure.
form is what you see in front of you. That's it. That's just
Well, there's
the
nothing
form of a wave. This thing is a waveform. A wave is a waveform, I guess. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy.
Oh,
Getting some food for myself. A bit hungry. Are you okay so far, Kirby?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So the frequency thingy, you are yes, you're correct. Good, you're learning. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Everything is good. Yeah, okay. Can I check the answer key lah? Looks good. Good.
How come there's no no answers after question 3?
I
Nothing in
can.
answer key. Oh,
Is there more? Is there more question? Are there
there's
more
a
questions?
section B.
Section B. There is no answer for no section B. Section B
Section
looks like a very different topic already. Wait, what?
Huh?
Wait, they are very different. Wait, how come that topic is here? Wait, what's going on here? That's a voltage. Even though it's a waveform, but it is a voltage. It's a very different wave. So question 1 is definitely not a wave, a sound question. You're going to ignore that. Question 2 maybe. Let me see question 2. Wait, let me see. Oh, that's your question. That's your exam question, right? So question 2 is a wave is a sound question. So I want you, if it's question 2 is something you can do, you're gonna ignore question 1 entirely. Okay, entirely.
Okay.
Okay, don't care about that. Even though it is used to produce sound, but it's a fancy question. Come, let's do this, but I'll probably stop you at 8:55 because I will ask you to explore some poly courses with me again. You're gonna choose that. Okay. Okay.
Um, but I do question 1. Like
No, don't do question 1. No, I told you
question
don't
2.
do question 1. Yeah, question 2. Don't do question 1.
Okay, yeah.
Question 1 is fancy. It combines with the later the term 3 stuff. Fancy. No. Okay, you're respecting the 3SF. I like it.
Well, how do I answer?
Okay, wait. So he's going beyond sound. Yeah, he's talking about real life experimentation, as in
It's
0.303 second is not the time that the student will record, right? So you don't start your answer that way, if that makes sense. The student will not probably record 0.303, correct? Okay. So like 0.303 is probably like the most ideal answer, right?
Yeah.
Now you imagine yourself as the stopwatch holder lah, the student, no?
Yeah.
How are you
It's
going to record this thing? You tell me. You read there's a very long question here. How are you going to record it?
um
I
I
don't
don't
want you
think
to write stuff. Yeah.
I don't I don't know. But
Okay. The teacher raises his arm. You're the student, okay?
yeah,
Imagine your teacher, your father, your mother standing 100 meters from you. It's not that far. Okay. So your teacher raises her hand, and then what happened? Focus, Kirby, focus,
then
focus.
I press the thing,
And then you press the what? Sorry.
press the stopwatch,
Okay. You press it to start or to stop? Just to confirm.
stop. Wait, to
Then when
start
did you start? When did you start? Okay. You start when you see the what?
the hand in the air.
Okay. Okay. You start when you see the hand, and then you are going to stop it somehow, right? It's got a stopwatch,
Yeah.
start and stop. So you stop it when?
When I hear the sound.
Okay, so I agree with you totally. You start when you see the hand go up. You stop when you hear the sound. That means when the sound reaches your ear lah. Totally makes sense to me. Okay, totally makes sense to me. For a 3-mark question, you're supposed to think about all the problems that could happen.
Yeah, but like there were 0.303 seconds is
Oh,
too
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
simple.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Before you go to part 2, for part 1, it's 2 marks, right? You got to show the working link. You cannot just answer that way. Leh. Just saying. Don't forget it exam. Cool. Okay, good. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Now for part 3, I want to talk about it more tomorrow because this kind of expands beyond sound already. This is already the practical problem. So it's good to talk about it, but maybe not today. It'll take some time. Now, could you share your screen? You're gonna click the link I give you, look at the options, and then just choose one, and then we're just gonna look at it together. Can we do that? Okay. Just explore something, and then we end.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to explore, it's gonna be good. Are you ready to share your screen? Okay, cool.
Like this thing, right?
Yeah, you scroll down and then you see the options, right? And then you choose one that you just want to check out, and then feel free to do that.
Okay. Oh, actually, I think early childhood is
Right? Okay,
something
good,
that
good. Search
like
N96, no? N96 in the different tab. Open a new tab. Come on, open a new tab.
I open a new tab with
New tab.
this.
To the right, plus button. Come on, you know how to open a new tab. Right. And 96. There you go. Okay, nice. Okay, let's check it out then. Yeah, let's check it out.
Uh,
Read everything that you can.
everything.
The career is important, and what you will learn is important, but you can read everything. Yeah.
Oh, ECD. Yeah. What's that?
Oh my goodness, go up, go up, go up. There, ECDE.
Uh, why do you keep talking about something called ECDA? ECDA.
For some reason, your mic is like yesterday, yeah, so I cannot hear you.
Uh,
You can click those things, yeah. For example, excellent prospect. You can click on excellent prospects. Click it, excellent prospects, and then you'll expand.
become
Well,
a
there isn't much a lot, and there isn't a lot. But for example, you can continue your university degree. If that's something important to you, you can, you can continue at the Singapore University of Social Science. Again, if university is important for you, you want to know that. The entry requirement is the least important thing. Doesn't tell you anything.
How come it's so low?
Yeah, because that's not cutoff point. That's entry requirement. It's not important at all.
Oh,
What you will learn, you may want to click lah.
only 21 hours a week. That's not a lot. That's not a lot, right?
I don't think so, but that's your attending class law. So you gotta do your homeworks and projects, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Make sure you read what you're studying. Make sure you read at least. Look at that. For example, child development is a topic like 4 credit. 4 credit is usually a very big subject.
Yeah,
You have practicum immediately, which is nice, right?
yeah. What's practical?
A read law. Read.
Yeah, yeah. Students will observe and assist. But it's hard to be a male preschool teacher, right?
No, I'm a good male. I'm a good male preschool teacher. Believe it or
No,
not.
but you can't do some things that female preschool teachers could do, like
Like,
shower the kids. I think you're not
yeah, you
allowed
can
to.
shower the male kids lah.
Or you can. Yeah, but female teachers can do everything for
Yeah,
some
you
reason.
split the task, lu. The female one shower the female one. You shower the male one. Hello?
Yeah, but my mom only hires female teachers, I think. Yeah, for some reason. I
Ask
don't
your
know.
mom. Ask your mom. Ask your mom. If your mom know that you want to study this, your mom will be happy to talk to you.
No, she
Like
told me.
you have one of the greatest source of knowledge, in the form of your mom lah. You ask her
Yeah,
lah.
she told me if I wanna open a preschool, I should learn this. That's
Which
why.
is very fair. Very
Yeah,
fair. You don't just become a boss, okay? You become a teacher first before you become a boss.
yeah, yeah.
Very fair. Okay, that's your semester 1, I think, right? Semester 1. No?
What are credit units?
Okay, you think about it this way. 4 credit means it's a very big subject. So
Yeah,
2 credit is half of it, like it's a subject, but it's half. So it's not like what you see in O level. Like every subject kind of have around the same time. They don't. For example, health and wellness only 1 credit, so they're gonna only spend a quarter time compared to a 4 credit unit subject. So it's a big subject or a small subject, literally like that. Do you understand?
do I need a certain amount of credit units to the next year?
Yeah, you have to pass everything. There's no fail. You have to pass everything.
Oh, so I need all the
Everything
credit
here,
units.
you have to pass practicum also. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then you check the rest. Okay.
language.
Oh, 6 credit, which is like super big lah, I guess.
Yeah.
So you will learn a lot, though. To put it another way, 6 credit. Oh, I'm going to learn a lot about language and literacy, especially early childhood development. Oh, okay. I guess that makes a lot of sense, I guess.
Keep one in the second half.
Aesthetic and creative expression definitely making a lot of sense.
Yeah. Workplace communication skills. This one's important, right?
You want to communicate not just with your colleague, but you want to communicate with the parents, you communicate with your boss, you want to communicate. Yeah, very important. Your English may suck. Your communication skill must be top. Frankly speaking, communication skill and English are totally different things.
Yeah.
Your communication skill can be very good, even though your English is not so good, so you don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Exceptional child. There is, isn't it?
Early numerous. Isn't it like super easy to be a teacher? How come? Why is it so complicated? Why do you
Maybe
like?
you're underestimating certain things. Maybe.
Well, you
Let's just say that.
just still take care of children and like teach them. Like,
Then you try to work for your mom for, I don't know, 1 week lah. You try lah. Then you see whether you think it's still easy lah. You know? I mean, you have that door open for you, you know. Before you study this, you work with your mom for 1 week. That should be fair. Let's see how
yo,
easy it is lah.
what's this mentoring program?
For some reason, there's a 0 credit unit. I have absolutely no idea. But
Oh,
maybe you'll be assigned a
description.
mentor, maybe. I don't know.
There's no description. It doesn't tell us
I'm a
what
bit,
to do.
yeah, I'm a bit confused. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's just 16 units. It's a credit unit. It's supposed to be like an hour of work per week. Because
6 hours per week, roughly, roughly, yeah, that's roughly correct, I guess. I think it's slightly more lah. Maybe 6 credit, which is like super huge lah. Yeah, I've never seen a 6 credit before. 6 credit is probably 10 hours of work at least lah. The class plus the work that you need to do lah.
what is that internship program?
Internship program, yep, 22 credit, as in you'll spend a lot of time there. So I guess that makes it. I suggest that you don't intern with your mom lah. I suggest lah, you'll intern elsewhere lah.
Oh,
You can tell I'm not commenting much lah. I'm not commenting much. You are showing your own interest, right, to yourself. Just like that, you found something interesting. Just like that. Okay. Again, one more time, totally ignore the entry requirement, please. It doesn't matter. Okay. That's what you should ignore lah. The rest, have fun. Okay. Right. Maybe we'll do this a few times and then you'll get the hang of it lah. Okay, Kirby.
okay.
Uh, I guess not bad physics for today. Still quite good. We'll continue and finish the discussion tomorrow before we move on to another chapter. Okay.
Yeah, did they purposely spell school wrong? Or it's just like,
I think my first school is definitely a brand. You check it out for a while. You just check. Just search. New tab, search. Come on. Okay, my first school. Does it exist?
don't have this.
F. Surprise, surprise, it's close to my house, which means it's close to your house, right? That's Kawaram, right? That's Kawaram building.
Yeah.
Kind of close lah to both our houses. So it exists lah. It exists, right? It exists.
Wow, $300.
Yeah, if you're a student, not if you're a teacher.
How much do you check? Like, how do you apply to be a teacher?
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Mic problem.
How do you apply to be a teacher?
You mean beside internship?
Yeah.
Well, I think the best analogy is when you apply as an intern. No? So let's pretend that you are taking this diploma, right? You'll be having internship in the second year, correct? So internship also involves applying. It's not that they give you the place, You apply as a, I'm a student of this diploma and I'm applying as an intern to your place. Okay? You're gonna write certain letters, and you are basically just gonna do that most of the time. You're gonna write your letter of application and stating your qualification. As an intern, your qualification demand will be less lah. So hopefully you'll get in as an intern. It is immediately your first experience that you will use to apply for your first real job if that's what your aim is. So start with internship in that sense. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
If you have no diploma, most of the time they will not accept you. Just saying, Kirby.
Yeah.
If you're intern in a diploma, it makes more sense. And you're right, especially because you're a male. It helps a lot if you're already studying. They have more confidence in you. Your mom will tell you more. There are other concerns regarding being a male teacher, but if that's what you want, you have to find ways to prove your worth, so to speak. Prove your worth. Totally supporting you doing this diploma, if that's what if you have thought about it, if you already thought about it. Okay, let's explore other things next time. Okay, that's fun. I'll see you tomorrow, Kirby.
Okay.
Remember to not fold your phone holder. Does it annoy you yesterday?
So.
Let's try that again today. Bye-bye, Kirby. Take
Bye.
care.